Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, episode 76 this time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Back with another banger for you guys.
Yeah, another banger straight off a guest pod.
Yeah, that was the last. If you guys didn't see that one, you guys got to watch it.
Yeah, honestly, that was amazing. It was amazing.
A lot of humor, a lot of good information.
Yeah, a mix of everything, bro.
Good business advice.
For sure. Someone actually in the field doing his thing, like literally.
Literally in the field, boots on the ground.
Facts. Facts.
Like we like to say. But yeah, Eric was a good guest we had. So
yeah.
But yeah, be expecting some more now that we've kind of been nailing this kind of studio down, I guess you would say. We got the camera setup, I think, dialed in finally. And we got a little more adjustments to do with the back. So people watching, obviously. For the people listening, though, just keep on doing your thing.
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, but we'll still have more guests regardless. So
yeah,
excited to see who else. Because I feel like we haven't really talked about it, who's next, but I feel like there's been, certain people or ideas we've even brought up.
I'll have to brainstorm after the pod today and get one up. Yeah, it'd be nice to get them, pretty frequently. I mean, technically now we can, right? We don't really have any hiccups or little road bumps in the way, so.
Exactly. Not too much moving. I think all you have to do is just bring your camera?
Yeah, bring the camera.
Yeah, no?
Yeah.
The mic's already there. The chair's already there.
Just bring a plant
or light. Yeah. Oh, that's a fact. Just the light, the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, stay tuned and let us know what you guys, thought about the episode. Yeah, 75.
Yeah. We definitely want to hear you guys' feedback on that. And
yeah, for real. Yeah, post a little comment, even on this one if you want, or anything like that. But yeah, with that being said, how you doing, bro? How you feeling?
Good, brother. Just been on my chill for a while now, seems like. Did have a little bit of a busy weekend towards the end of the week, but got it knocked out. I was able to take I think pretty much half Saturday and Sunday off this weekend, so got some work done at the house. I think I was telling you a little bit off pod, but went and got some shelves for the garage, some Costco shelves. And organized that shit out of that garage. There was so much shit
boxes in there, like hella boxes in there.
Dude, we had a 3-car garage. That was only a 2-car garage. And I was like,
oh, damn.
You could barely fit 2 cars in there. But yeah, we got rid of a lot of shit. Just organized things really nicely. And then kind of been working around the house now that I've been caught up with the business. I mean, I'll never be caught up here, but good enough that I feel good enough to go home and not have to worry about it.
There. That kind of makes me. I guess it brings up a question. Would you ever consider getting like a storage unit? You know how like people always have like hella shit and they will put their stuff in this. Like, do you see the point of that? Do you think that's like a waste of money? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, for me, if you have a house and if you have the land, obviously, you could always do a shed. So it's like a in-house storage unit. Obviously, you don't pay. Yeah. You have to pay an upfront fee.
Facts.
Unless you get it on a credit card or some shit. But yeah, my thoughts have been to build a shed, and I actually was like getting kind of desperate, so I was gonna go buy a trailer. Just like a trailer, you attach to the back of a truck.
Oh, okay.
And just an enclosed trailer.
So
and just shove shit in there. Yeah. And it could be, mobile pretty easily. Or I was going to go buy one of those like lifetime like plastic sheds.
Got you.
Then I was like, nah, let me try this and see what exactly we have left over. But I was able to make everything we had in there fit on the shelves and just get off the ground. So, but yeah, I still do want to build a shed, but I think I want to do it next year and just take my time with it and actually enjoy the process of building a shed. Ada's been actually kind of excited for that too. She's like, I think we should just build a shed. I think it'd be funner than it's like buying a pre-built one and just assembling it. I think she's been kind of getting more into the hands-on stuff with the house stuff. Like she's been enjoying the process more. So I think she wants to give a hand building a shed. So we'll do that next year. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there. I guess if you have like an apartment or if you move a lot, I guess a storage unit would be good though. Cause if you're moving like every year or 2 years, and you have a lot of shit you really don't use, but you don't want to get rid of, then I guess it's a good spot to put it because that way you're not just moving it. But I do plan on being there for
a minute. Okay. Yeah, the reason I asked because I think I was seeing a recent stat. This is not going to apply to everyone, but on average, people usually pay for things because I'm not even really too sure how much the cost of one is. It's probably like.
Probably $30. I don't know.
Nah, it's not. It can't be no 30.
I'm thinking of like a little storage room.
I'm thinking like one of those. What do they call them? That 6x6, 6. 6
like a
feet,
big
6
old
feet.
Like door.
Like, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, where you could put like mattresses and shit in there. But essentially, the stat was saying that over a certain period of time, with maybe it's even within a year or two, the amount you spend on, I guess you could say, storage unit rent exceeds the value of the things in that shed.
No shit.
So it's like a
Makes sense, yeah.
it's just kind of like a, I guess you could say, something that we don't think about. Plus, I feel like we're as humans emotionally attached to things. For example, oh, that was my first mattress. Not maybe the mattress itself.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty sure
the
some
bed
people are
frame
like
or some
that. The
shit.
frame.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my old shelf. Like, and you're like attached, and you don't want to get rid of it.
I feel
So
you, yeah.
instead, you'll go tuck it somewhere and pay a lot of money just so it's like stored in your mind, I guess, almost.
Yeah, I've been getting really good at throwing away shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't really have any. One thing I'm still kind of bad at, but this like doesn't take up room is boxes, like my camera boxes, like
Oh, got
iPad,
you.
computer
Yeah.
boxes, PS4 box. I still have
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh, the PS4 box? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I can have everything to put that shit back in there and return it if I needed to.
Okay.
I've always done that as a kid. And I think I've told you I would buy shit, use it, and then return it. So I think that's just it's kind of a thing that's always like stuck in my head. Like, do I really want this? Or I'll just hold the box, just kind of because it's almost like another trophy. Like,
Gotcha.
you have the item, but you also have like the box to show, like, oh, cool, I have this. But you never see it. It's just stored away. But yeah, I've been getting really good. When I cleaned up the garage, I was like, do I need this tool? No, I don't fucking use it. And as I was throwing shit away, my mom was taking shit out of the garbage. 'Cause she's like, we'll take it. And I'm like, fuck. Well, there's two kind of people, you know. Or I'm a person now where I'm like, I'll just buy a new set. Because if I have like 3 missing screwdrivers out of a set, I'll throw the whole fucking set away.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna go buy a new one. Like, why the fuck do I have like?
Yeah.
Because I hate mismatch shit. I think that's just like the way my brain works. It throws a bug in me. Seeing stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's a good thing though that I am. That kind
Yeah. That's kind of what I've been trying to figure out too. Because I feel like back in the day, I was way more like that. I was like really sentimental towards things I would never use. Maybe even like clothes. Because I started off like as medium. Now I'm like an XL. So there's a bunch of shit that I feel like I wouldn't discard. But I've been getting better. I'm like, yo, I don't need this shit. Like, let's get it out of here. Because yeah, bro, I'm pretty sure you've seen it. Like those shows on freaking hoarders and shit. Like that's basically like obviously the extreme example of it. But yeah, you could have just a bunch of random shit that you'll never literally use again. Like literally.
Yeah. No, it adds up quick. When I moved, from Roy to where we are now, I think I got rid of like 3 huge bags of clothes. That was just like, I'm not gonna wear this shit. Yeah. A lot of stuff was like, for a while I was like on one of those subscription packages where you get like,
my God,
2 shirts every 2 weeks or some shit.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that.
But there are a bunch of them were like cheesy shirts that I never fucking
shit.
wear.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna wear those fucking things. Some of them were like pretty good. Or I'd always say like, oh, I'll use this for like mechanic, like work, to get them dirty.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when the fuck am I getting dirty? And half the time, if I do get dirty, I just wear what I was wearing already. So
yeah, it's like whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Yeah, just don't be too sentimental towards things that you don't necessarily need or will keep or will be beneficial for the future.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot of how the way Eric functions with the business. Our last guest we had on here, how just use what you work with what you got, basically.
Gotcha.
And also, if you don't need it, don't spend for it. And there's so much shit. I mean, it's endless what we do. Like, do you really need fucking 10 pairs of shoes? Like, no. Like, you can have like a nice work shoe,
on that one.
A nice gym shoe, a nice going out shoe, maybe 2 going out shoes, and then some shoes to fuck around and mow a lawn in. But
I feel personally attacked, Edgar. No,
I got like 5 shoes in the garage that are just for fucking up.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm so guilty of that, of just we just have too much shit, and we don't even like take it for granted, like what we have, and we're just like, if my shoe gets fucked up, I'll just go buy another one that's replaceable. And I think, I've always had that. Like, it kind of comes back every once in a while, like, damn, we just take shit for so much granted, like what we have and how easy it is to buy clothes, because we obviously worked our way up where we can afford it, but also how much money could we save?
Oh, for sure.
By not buying
so
shit.
much, bro. So much.
But I think as humans, we don't really ever get that, and I don't think it's a problem.
Until it's a problem.
Until it's a problem.
Yeah.
Until you wish you had all that money and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, bro. That's a fact. Because I think even this weekend we went to Nordstrom Rack and need some stuff for a wedding essentially. And I think I got like a pair of pants, like some new dress shoes, like a random t-shirt and shorts, and I spent like 200, and I was like, what the fuck? And I'm still trying to go and be more of like on a budget, like Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah.
But that shit's still expensive as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
that shit is crazy. Shit gonna raw as fuck.
Yeah. Last pod, I was guilty of it, or I think it was last Tuesday.
Those shoes were sick though.
I bought 3 pairs when I was there. It was like $500, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, do I need
to see the other two? And
do I need 3 running shoes? I'm like, no, I don't fucking run. Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, they're comfy, but I'm not gonna lie. I put on like the shoes that I normally wear, like flats.
Yeah.
And like it's like
You
you
just
almost
used to
like
that.
you feel like at home.
Yeah.
your feet just feel like, oh man, this is like.
That's facts, bro. That's
but
facts.
but then you do get tired of wearing them, or you feel like you're doing something fucked up to your posture because you're just wearing fucking fucked up flat feet, flat shoes all day. So I'm like, I'm trying to improve, my health and look out for myself. But yeah, it's always like you want to go back to what's more comfortable to you. And
No, you're right though. We kind of grew up on flat, footed shoes, so that's for sure. That's what I feel the most comfortable in. Yeah, 100%. So,
but yeah, it's a little reminder, I guess, for people. You don't gotta always be spending money.
nah, yeah. A lot of the times, it's sometimes just you just see it and you just like fuck it. Like it's what would you call it? Just on instinctual, maybe not instinctual, but just literally you don't really have no thought to it.
No,
It's just
you want it,
just
you get
happens.
it.
Exactly. Like, did you think about it? But out of
Absolutely
habit,
not. Yeah.
yeah, out of habit, you're like, you know what? No.
Yeah, I think I need to start thinking more of everything I do. But as far as purchases go,
Yeah, I feel like you're pretty good at it. It's just we struggle with certain areas of things.
yeah, I don't
That's
buy
what it
clothes.
is.
Well, when I do buy clothes, I buy a shit ton of them. But
Yeah.
but I'm pretty good. I wear the same shit for a while before I.
Yeah, because some people could be like, oh, colognes. Because colognes are fucking expensive.
That's a fact.
And I never buy any. I always get them gifted. So I literally have zero problems with that. When it comes to shoes, I'm better now. Back then, maybe not. For you, it might be shit for your shop.
Yeah.
You just, so we all have
Camera equipment.
Yeah, it's a fucking $1,000 lens and shit, like, oh, I need another one. It's like, shit adds up.
But shop stuff, yeah, definitely. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but we all have like our, little issues.
Little weak areas.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's all right. Just get better. That's it.
Be more mindful of it.
Exactly, bro.
That's all we can do,
Yeah, I feel like another thing with me is obviously we all have credit cards. I feel like I've been getting pretty good at paying off like a decent amount now, but I feel like I don't know what it is, bro. I pay off like a decent amount, and then my brain's like, "Oh, we could refill that."
More.
Exactly, bro. But it's like, bro, it's not even mine. It's like shit I'm borrowing. So
that's but you just justify it. You're like, I have all the money. I can afford it. I'm the same. I mean, I think we're not the only ones either. I'm sure it's a bunch of fucking people. But yeah, it's kind of fucked up how the credit card world works for mentally for ourselves.
It sucks.
I mean, it's hard for me to see a card just like sitting there with its full capacity.
21,000 in available balance.
Yeah, like 21,000. I can do a lot with that.
Go on a vacation.
Yeah, I've paid off in payments. Well, obviously that's not probably the worst way to do it, but
for sure.
But yeah, that's our first way, of thinking in our head, and obviously something happens and then you can't pay it off and you're fucked. So
yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Yeah,
that kind of reminds me when I was working at I think it was like the factory job where I got injured essentially. There was like a dude in day shift that told me once that he had to like work a shit ton back then. He said he was only in debt $500, but to him and the current position he was at, like he kind of felt like he was trapped in a hole. And I guess his card specifically had like a shit ton of interest rate as well. So every payment he was giving was literally just towards like the interest and not the actual total balance. Yeah. So to him, I always think about that. I'm like, bro, they got him trapped where he's paying it, but the balance never goes down. Yeah. So that's like another thing where you got to be like, yo, what the hell? At that point, you might as well just get like a little personal loan that has a less, APR.
Consolidation loan or some shit.
Yeah, and just be like, hey, instead of paying 33 APR, which means annual percentage rate, maybe one that's 10. It's less than 1% a month.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, because that's like the Amex and shit's like that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
It's like shit.
Yeah, at one point I called all my credit cards and I was like, let's see which one actually has like the lowest or the highest. And surprisingly, I think it was Apple, the Apple card. That one has like the fucking
That one's a credit card too?
That one has like a 28. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a MasterCard.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That like metal white one I have, yeah. Yeah, but surprisingly, and then I think the lowest one I out of all my cards that I seen, I think it was Capital One had the lowest. But it's weird. They fluctuate obviously. So I think at that point it was like at 18
Got
for
it.
a card, and that was like it's my highest, the one I have the biggest credit with,
Got you.
like available credit,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird. I mean, I don't know if that has a role in that. Like they have that trust, and so they lower your interest rate. Versus one that's like fairly new, they're like, "Fuck that! Like we don't trust them. Put the fucking
Got you.
interest rate." I don't know if that's how it works, but
Okay.
that's how it kind of correlated both. But yeah, it's bad. Don't
Yeah.
make.
Another thing some credit cards do
Mm,
is they offer an incentive, like, oh, we'll give you $500 if you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months.
mm,
But it's like, damn, like they kind of want you to almost get in the hole. We'll give you $500, but you still owe 4,500 plus the like the monthly percentage. You know,
yeah,
it's a good deal if you could like pay that shit because you just
yeah.
got $500,
If you're
right?
using that money regardless, then yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead. But yeah, if it's,
but like, oh shit, I got $5,000 I got to use in 3 months. It's like, damn, bro. So shit, that I don't know. They're sneaky, bro.
yeah,
You got to think about it. These people, credit card people and all that, they're doing this off like stats on human behavior. They're not just like, you know what? Here you go.
yeah, they're multi-million-dollar companies,
Billion,
billion-dollar
bro. Yeah, that
companies
shit
that
nuts.
are making money off you
Yep.
borrowing their money. So you got to think about that.
He's like, hey, why are they doing
Hey,
this?
why are they being so generous and
Yeah.
give me a $15,000 card?
Dude, for real. I don't know if you be getting these calls too. I don't know what the hell. I was getting a lot of calls, but now it's just straight to voicemail.
Mm,
I don't know how the hell they do that. There's probably an option where they just leave you a voicemail, but the
mm.
call never goes through. But they're literally like, hey, um, you got qualified for a $40,000 loan and all this shit, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck? Like,
yeah, I get them all the time.
it's
Fucking
weird as hell though. Like
yeah.
they're hitting everybody.
And then yeah, they're like, "Oh, you're pre-qualified for this," and I'm like, oh, "I'm good." I'm like, "Take me off your list." And I swear, the same fucking guy called me one time.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same guy, but it was the same place. And I'm like, "You guys already?" I was like a dick about it. I'm like, "You already guys called? You guys already called? I'm good." Oh, I never called you. Like he got all mad. I just fucking hung up. I'm like, "Fuck that! You can talk back to
You
me."
gonna get mad at me?
Yeah,
The fuck?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it's annoying, man. And with me, I have to take every call. You know,
Yeah, that's a fact.
you never know
Yeah.
what's gonna be on the other
Something.
side. But
Yeah, they keep changing their freaking numbers, bro. So it's hard. It's
and
not like you
recently,
can block it.
and it's all like Utah numbers too, like 385 or 801s.
Yeah, just buy it for you.
I've been getting like some Connecticut, Hawaii numbers.
Yeah, I get them from everywhere. Yeah.
And those are actually real recently.
Oh, for real?
So I'm like, oh shit, good thing I
so you gotta
answered
answer
that one.
those too.
Yeah, and I've been asking people like, so I'm like, I seen you guys are you guys out of town? I see your number came up as Connecticut. Oh yeah, we just moved down here like a couple months ago, and the Hawaii guy was the same. I guess he lived in Hawaii fucking years ago, and he's had that number.
You just kept it.
Yeah, but he's been like fucking in like 4 different states since then.
Okay, bouncing
Um,
around.
But yeah, it's weird. It comes in waves. Sometimes like I won't get those people for a while, and then I don't know, or like in 1 week I get a bunch of like out of state customers. But yeah,
Okay.
random stuff.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. That's facts. You just gotta shit. I feel like eventually when I'm, starting to reach out to a lot of more people and shit, like with the whole marketing and all that,
Mm-hmm.
I have to be doing that a lot more, obviously. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe I could do something where I'm calling from like that one number,
Mm.
and then if they call back, how I think we changed
Yeah,
your caller
yeah.
ID, something like that. So
I actually had a customer call me this morning on that number, but it was before. It was like 7 in the morning. I mean, I'll be honest, I was still sleeping. I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna answer this. Like, we don't fucking open till 9."
yeah,
Called twice
for real.
and then texted because every time we missed a call, it
Yeah.
would text him back.
Oh,
And it sent like the message 3 times, like, "Oh, sorry, we something. I'll help you here soon," or "How can I help you?"
yeah.
And I think he started getting irritated. I finally, when it came to 9, I called him. He didn't answer. Then I called again, and then I shot him a message, basically saying, "Hey, we called, but blah blah." But yeah, there's still that issue where what do you do there? If someone calls you after hours or 4 hours.
Yeah, at 7, low key, if they have to be acceptable, bro. Because even like where I work right now,
Yeah.
bro, if someone called me literally fucking 10 p.m. Like what? Like I don't even. I'm not. It's not like I'm getting the calls right on my phone or anything. But I'm looking back
I
and
almost
I'm
want to
like,
answer and be like, "Hey man, what's up? I just woke up. What's going on? You know what time you're calling?
yeah,
We don't open till 9."
yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like
Duh.
people are just gonna be people, bro. And if I feel like if you like let them or you give that impression or boundary, they'll keep calling, especially if it's the same people. So you kind of almost have to set the rules, like, yo, like,
Yeah,
you know,
this was specifically a customer that had inquired about our thing. We responded back, gave him a pricing. He says, "Okay, I'll let you not I'll let you know, but basically said, I'll plan on it. I'll plan on it or whatever, like here soon." And that he was trying to plan on it now, and he was wanting an appointment like by Monday,
and
coming up.
obviously you
And
can't
obviously, I mean, we can't
facilitate
even
it.
for a while. So,
Yeah.
and plus, yeah, he's calling before hours, and he's like, "I needed my appointment," blah blah. And I'm like, it
You
was just
guys
a weird
already booking
scenario.
September and shit?
Yeah, we're like pretty much towards the end of September right now.
Damn.
But it's as far as like PPF and stuff goes, yeah, tint PPF,
So you can't do no
vinyl
tints
wraps,
until like,
nothing.
wow, that's insane,
But anything
bro.
that's ceramic coating, detailing, we can do like end of August around there. Yeah, we're getting towards the end
Gotcha.
of August, but
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up.
which is good though. I mean,
Oh,
we've
for
been staying
sure.
consistent with those ceramic coating jobs, and it sounds like we got 2 more today. So
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
yeah, hopefully we can lock it in tomorrow once I send that estimate to him. And yeah, but it's been good. As
That's
far as
good,
that
bro.
goes, it's always scary to talk, about how good it's going because it can go bad too here soon, especially with all the shit you hear. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
so oblivious to it now too. I just kind of like
Yeah, you have
I
to,
don't even
bro.
want to hear it.
Yeah, you have to,
I'm like
bro.
it's going good on this side of the fence. I'm gonna keep going. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it if it does get slow and the whole economy drops and shit like that. But yeah, I mean it's been busy over here. So
Oh, that's good, bro. I'm happy to hear that shit, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll still be good.
it's good
Trust.
for a change.
Yeah, facts. So,
Yeah. So
alrighty, bro. Well, this week we did have a Q&A. So, do
ooh,
you want
let's get into it, man.
to get into that Q&A?
Let's jump right into it.
Let's get
We
it.
kind of did a little different thing for this Q&A for people.
Yeah.
Hopefully, spark some interest for people and
Yeah, I feel like
a little reward.
Yeah, we just a little reward. Basically, we posted a little incentive on the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep an eye on those. I mean, maybe
Maybe.
coming back soon. Just maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we for the first question, we have Isabella. So thank you as
Thank you, Bella.
always. You are our regular at this point. The first question is, I guess her question is, what would financial freedom mean to you?
Oh, I like that question. Financial freedom to me
Yes, sir.
would be living my home
Okay.
and oh shit, I don't even because there's 2 ways. I mean, one is I don't want to be like the person like, oh, have everything paid off. I mean, I guess just for me, just have enough money, make enough money
Okay.
that my bills are paid. Really, I mean, that's to me financial freedom. That I don't have to worry about it. Basically, I mean, that's obviously financial freedom. But
Mhm.
yeah, it would just have my house, have my
So basically, have those assets paid
yeah,
off essentially, so you don't have to worry about there's not a bill.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
Cars
essentially.
paid off, house paid off.
Hmm.
I'm assuming some sort of savings, so that way you're like,
Yeah,
cool.
you always want to have something set aside.
Yeah,
But yeah, financial freedom. It's a kind of a touchy one
it's a tricky one. Yeah.
for business owners because it's not really you really can't predict how much you're gonna make with this kind of most businesses really, even a
Mhm.
supermarket. Kent's, Winco. It could be Thanksgiving. You're fucking making I don't know $100,000 sales a day, or it could be I don't know fucking March and you're barely making 75 or
Yeah.
20,000. It's businesses are really hard to predict, and so financial freedom is like almost a thing that you want to have. If I guess for me as a business, for me would be like have like an account with like a dealership or something because it'd be consistent work, and I would almost mentally just be financially. I don't even give a shit if I have all the bills, but knowing that I get the same amount of money every month from one certain customer or something that is enough to pay a lot of shit, that'd be just that in itself would be financial freedom too. So.
Okay.
But yeah, what about you? I mean, I don't know. I could probably add to this,
Um,
but
I feel like for me, it's like a two-part. Number one, I feel like I have to have my expectations and habits in place before, because I could be, yeah, I give you a number, but if my habits are, I want that and I see it and I buy it, then obviously that number is going to keep increasing. But then the amount isn't the amount I'm getting is not the problem anymore. It's myself, right? Because I could be getting, I don't know, $1 million a year, but if I'm being dumb and just blowing the shit out of it, then I'm not financially free because but it's not the money anymore. It's me, you know? So it'd be something like that where it's like, yo, just, you know, just have a house, have a car. Like, you don't got to have no crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, and have that peace, you know? Obviously we want as much as possible, you know, like we're always going to want more and more and more,
Course,
which is awesome. Have goals and shit like that. But for me, it's like, yo, have your expectations right. You know, make sure you have good quality food, you know, to eat and shit. You know, obviously have bills and shit paid off. I'd for sure say if you at least have if you have like 2 years of just of money in bank account where you know you could just live off, I feel like that shit would be insane. Like, you know,
that would be amazing.
I literally don't got to do shit.
If you had to put a number on it, what would it be for you? Like, let's say annual, a yearly.
Oh, to like make a year?
Just
or to have saved up, or what
no, just to have a year. Like, how much would you want to have a year?
Damn, bro. I feel like
let's
minimum,
just say
like minimum type shit, right?
Yeah,
because I could always see like, 5 mil, bro. I want some.
I want 10 billion.
Yeah.
No, just like realistically, you know, like let's say you get a job offer and they're like, Alex, we want to get you financial freedom. What's the number it's gonna take just to have you, you know, be happy with what you got and get your bills paid? And
well, now the freaking real estate's expensive as hell.
And everything's different for everyone because we all have different prices. But
damn, bro, I don't know if I'm probably being too greedy, bro. Probably like $200K a year. That's probably like
for me, yeah.
It's like then that's considering, yo, you got a fucking nice ass house, you got like a decent car, maybe two. But I feel like even with that, like good quality food and shit like that.
I think that's being generous. I think that's like it's not it's doable. Not too much, and it's not under either. But I think that's definitely a good amount to.
Yeah, and maybe all of it would go to the spending because if you're spending $200K, like maybe that's like you're kind of being a little overboard. But that's assuming you're investing, maybe. That's assuming you're at least saving some money on the side, you know, some shit like that. But yeah, it's a hard question to be honest.
Financial freedom. Use 100 to spend and 100 to pay bills. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because like financial freedom could be 10 million in the account and you don't got to make shit a year anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you asked, how much in a year? Oh, 10 mil. I'm good for. You know, I'm pretty sure someone. Or I don't want to say most people because most people are bad at managing money, including myself. But if they have 10 million in the account, you can live off that for the rest of your life for sure.
Yeah,
that's a fuck ton of money.
I mean, just with 1 mil, realistically. I mean, if depending on your lifestyle, obviously.
It also depends how young you are. If you're like, you know, on the last part, because me, let's say I stop doing everything, I'm fucking living in the jungle. Well, I guess the jungle, there's you can't spend your money, right? But I guess, I don't know, just some small place. For me, let's say a life expectancy, you know, if everything goes well, is around, I don't know, 80. That's still 56 years from now. And divide that by 1 million, it's not too much.
And the way the world works and
time, inflation and all that shit.
That million's going to be 10,000 then.
Oh, fuck. That sounds bad. But yeah, but if you're smart, you could make it work somehow.
Yeah. I mean, if you're smart at the moment with the money too, you know, you could definitely do some investments to just literally keep making money for you until then. So
yeah, it's true. You just have to play. It's kind of like a chessboard. It's kind of like not like necessarily just a clear answer. So you kind of have to put like your little pieces in certain positions, and one of the pieces could be your habits and what you're, you know, spending your money on. Another one could be how much are you saving. Another can be in investments. It's honestly, you know, and you also have to balance it with experiences so your quality of life is good. Because on the other hand, I've also seen people that all they do is literally they don't go out at all. They don't go to the movie theaters. Their fun is, we're just gonna be in the house playing basically watching Netflix all day. And it's like, okay, cool. You guys are saving money, like your bills are paid off, all that shit. But at the end of the day, is like, if you end up, you know, living a life, was that really like a life you kind of lived?
No.
So it's kind of fucked, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's for me. Like I said, I just have enough to pay what I got and a little more on, you know, a little extra here and there. But
yeah,
I'm pretty happy with what I got and where I'm at right now. You know.
That's good, bro.
Pretty good to say that. So
yeah, that's good. I'm a little greedy still, or not there yet. So
no,
that's something I feel like I've been focusing or trying to even review on myself. Or I've been seeing a lot of people say that like the moment where they got to that next level is when they literally had like their back against the wall, where they be, oh, like the business is going down, like we don't have no more money, like basically you have to go ahead and you know, then do it. It's not like, oh, I'm like right now, you know, I guess my life is, you know, what it is. I could go on, you know, vacation, get the clothes I want and all that stuff. Not obviously not the stuff I really, really want, which is
Of course.
shit. Yeah, I don't even need to be honest.
But still above average for most people.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like that kind of even hurts my, I guess you could say, will to want to push and do even more. You know, I've been figuring out. I'm like shit, bro. Just because I have it and I feel comfortable and I know that like family's okay, everybody's healthy and shit, which is amazing. But like sometimes when you need it or something's it's like literally pushing you behind, like, you know, your back's behind the wall essentially. That's kind of when you're like, yo, shit, I got to do this. And
yeah, you got to get kicked in the ditch to
make
it out.
That's what I'm saying. And I've heard a lot of stories where people that make amazing companies or shit like that, that happens to them.
They're at rock bottom. And
yeah. So for example, like just giving a story, the person that invented WhatsApp, he was actually trying to apply and get a job at Facebook, but no one hired him. So he had like literally no job. So instead he started WhatsApp literally. Like he invented that shit, did all the, you know, engineering and programming, whatever. Probably had help, obviously. But then they ended up selling WhatsApp to Facebook for billions later, which is insane. Like, what the fuck? But I always think like, yo, if this man would actually got that like Facebook job, and I'm pretty sure Facebook pays really well, I don't know, $250,000 a year or something like that. Like we probably wouldn't have had that app, you know, like WhatsApp specifically.
Yeah.
But it's like it took him essentially going through some bullshit,
being rejected, and
it's like, damn, dude, I gotta do something to, you know, getting that. So I don't know, it's just crazy shit, bro. It's just some crazy shit. And I've also heard too that people that are married are more likely to like jump levels faster, and then people that are married that have kids are even more prone to jump even higher, like you go faster. Because now it's not just like me. Because me, I guess I'm just worrying about myself, to be honest. I'm like on some selfish shit, right? But once you have like someone to take care of, that changes. And then little ones,
even more.
It's like it kind of like changes the whole dynamic there.
Yeah.
So it's something I've been pondering, and I'm like, yo, how can I
light that fire?
Yeah, without, you know,
burning the fucking building down.
But without, you know, necessarily having kids and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, is there a way to do this, or do, you know, I don't know. There's something there psychologically that I'm trying to figure out, I guess you could say.
Oh, man, that's kind of tough.
Yeah, it's a fucked up
I
one.
feel like there's not really, I mean, I feel like everything does have like there's a push that basically makes you go over the edge, but I don't know. I think everybody has a really different push. I mean,
bro.
Some people, like you said, it's the whole family thing. Some people just straight up like, I'm not going to be belittled anymore. You know, like it could be like someone from like a company, like a coworker, like, oh, you're never going to fucking do that. That can be enough, you know, for someone. Or, I mean, it can be a parent doubting. And it could be many things.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Or just straight up, I can't pay the bills and like I got to change this shit around right now, you know? So, it's different for everyone, and I don't think it's something you probably have to search. I think it's just going to naturally happen to you.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just eventually will happen, just because like I think what eats me up the most is like I know I have to do it, and every day that passes, I feel like that affects me, maybe like esteem wise or something like that. So for example, I want to do more outreach and do all that shit, but I struggle with being like, all right, like let's do it. It took, I think, until yesterday. I was like, yo, basically what I was doing is I was getting people's businesses names.
Okay.
Putting them on Excel sheets, looking for the owner's name and shit. I'm like, bro, this shit ass, bro. Like, this sucks. So I ended up hiring some lady from Pakistan on Upwork, and she's been doing that shit for me. But she was charging like $4 an hour. I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah, labor's a little cheaper over there.
Oh, for sure, way cheaper. You know, like that's again, I'm not paying her that much because I want to. That was her rate, you know. But at the same time, I was looking for the cheapest because
paying the rate.
Yeah, I'm just paying the rate. Like, hey, you providing this service for this much? You know, here you go. So yeah, I've been doing that, and have like my emails and shit all ready to go. But it's like, yo, once you start sending these, like you gotta push yourself and do the calls. But like when you don't need the money, it's kind of like hard to kick your ass in gear, if that makes sense. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're making good money and there's no reason for you to go for more. I mean, there obviously the want is there.
You get comfortable, yeah.
The want is there, and you're always gonna want more. But at the same time, like if it's not really needed or not really getting pushed to do it, then I feel like you just keep getting away with. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, we all fall in that comfortable spot.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
It's
You can get stuck there
dangerous.
forever.
Exactly. So, yeah, but I'll keep you all updated on that little, little epiphany you had. I was like, yo, like we got going on, you know.
Thing is, like, a good thing is, I guess you're realizing it, so you're aware of it, which is crazy because a lot of people are not aware of
I
it at all.
try to, bro. I try to escape any type of
Rhythm,
rhythm or any type of toxic traits, and usually it's by looking at other people. To be honest, like people, like friends, family, people I hear about. I'm like, this person's fucking up because of this. You probably know what I'm talking about, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, and then you start evaluating yourself. I'm like, damn, am I like that? You know, do I not do that?
Yeah.
Like, and then I do the opposite. I'm like, okay, well, if this is going to get you this end result, then what happens if I do the opposite? Like, hopefully,
Yeah, and it's good to have those because I mean, those people or things in your life. Because I mean, I was talking about it like earlier how I have both sides. I have like the whole fucking perspective of you can be fucking up here or you can be fucking down here. You know?
yeah.
And I, from a point of view, I mean, for me, I guess it's good as a kind of a pusher for me because I'm just kind of like picking and pointing like what to do, what not to do. Nothing's gonna be perfect, but at least I have like the mentality, like kind of how you do, of this is kind of more the route I want to go, and I cannot be that way. I cannot do those things because it's gonna take me down that road. And yeah,
So
it's good to have that environment, I guess.
yeah, bro, you kind of seeing everything a little different perspective. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's why it's kind of good to having, especially like even people around you that are like going to like the next level. Because maybe it's not just the bad shit you're looking at. It's like, oh, well, if this person is here where I want to be, and shit, what is he doing right now?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn.
And just to kind of let you know it's achievable.
Oh, for sure, it is achievable, 100%. It's just you gotta find that strength. You gotta find something. I feel like maybe what it is, it does the energy or whatever for it to be manifested has to be more than just myself, if that makes sense. Like I can't just do that for me. I have to be
doing it for something, for someone.
Family, legacy, or whatever the mission is. So just got to get my
do it for the likes, bro.
Do it for do it for the likes and shit. So
do it for the gram.
Yeah, that actually reminds me. I was on the way over here because I've been trying to like learn more and shit. I feel like for some reason I stopped learning as much. So anytime I have a driving experience that's longer than like 15 minutes, podcast, right?
There you go.
Boom. But I was hearing one about podcasts, ironically enough. And do you know what the number one podcast segment or theme is about?
I want to say money.
No, bro. It was a true crime.
Oh, no shit.
So that shit blew my mind. And they said that 35% of podcast listeners listen to the top like 10. So about 1/3.
I was into one of those for a minute.
Oh,
they were comics though, making fun of crimes. It was called, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, it was technically I guess it would fall in that category.
Yeah, number 2 was politics, like shit like that. And then I think it was self-growth was in like the top 5, 6. So we made it. Luckily,
we're somewhere in that category.
Yeah, but it just kind of was just blowing my mind because I was hearing all like the stats on it. Like, yeah, like that 35% of everybody that hears podcasts, like 1 out of 3 people that hear podcasts are literally just on the top 10. Like they don't, and obviously the further you go down,
it just falls different.
Yeah. So I think right now there's about 450,000 podcasts, just for perspective.
Like different names or different people doing it.
Yeah, just 450,000 though. It's a shit ton, bro.
Only? Damn, that's a fuck ton.
So, and then another thing that the dude was saying in the video, because it's Pat, he was saying that you should start a podcast, not for like the likes, for the money and all that shit. He said that comes later, but like way, way, way later. He's over here saying like shit ton time, right?
Years, yeah.
Exactly. But he said you should do it because, number 1, like you enjoy it. And then 2, you feel like you would, just feel like you might do it long enough,
Yeah. I mean, it also kind of feels like you're doing something that's, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's obviously good, but hopefully it can help somebody else or fall into somebody's ears. And
yeah, it just depends because
there's a lot of shit I listen to on podcasts I take away, honestly, and it can be a dumb auto detailing podcast, or it can be one of those true crime ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always something that you take away. So I feel like a podcast, regardless, it's like reading a book. It's no matter what kind of a book it is, even if it can be fiction, you're gonna take something away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And a podcast essentially is kind of the same thing. I feel like we're providing some form of help or something that someone's gonna take, and it's gonna help somebody else out.
Yeah.
Versus if you weren't doing nothing,
Yeah, just not doing shit.
you're mute. So
Yeah, it's a fact. Like, just, yeah, you're right. You're right.
but
Alrighty.
well, that was a good question.
Yeah, thank you, Bella. Yeah, it was a
you.
little drawn out, but we got it. Okay, we'll get to the second question of the day. And this is from the boy Gio. So we appreciate you for saying the question.
Thank you, Gio.
Alrighty, so he has two questions, so we'll hit his first one first. Can you walk us through how Alex and Edgar's friendship first began and how it has developed over time? So, yeah, do you want to answer the first part of that question?
Well, let's take you guys back 28 years.
Literally, that shit's insane.
So the friendship, I mean, essentially began with our family, our parents living in the same duplex, triplex, whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever it was
at the time. And my parents had just came from Mexico and were living there.
Same.
Family of 5, living in a little 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom. I don't even know what the fuck those things were.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to say 2, but I'm almost feeling like it was a 1. We were all
just crammed in there.
I was probably sleeping in the bedroom was probably my parents and
Yeah.
me, and then my brother slept on the couches probably. I don't know. And then you were there. You were born there, and my mom would basically come out and chat with your mom, and they kind of like kept us together, I guess. The whole way, childhood wise. Even I remember preschool. I remember like obviously knowing you and seeing you, and we'd visit each other, and then just kind of. I really don't remember like the first time. Obviously, we have video of your birthday. I think it was at your house.
Oh, and I was like a little.
I think that's like the youngest childhood video or memory that we have. I don't really remember that, honestly.
No, I don't remember that shit at all, bro.
That was like at
3,
4.
Something that also helped develop the friendship though is I'm not sure who moved first or what, but basically me and Edgar lived 2.5 blocks from each other, so that helped a lot. Yeah,
it went from living like in the same place to one moved out, and then we moved in 2 blocks away.
Yeah, so. I feel like that definitely helped a lot. We ride bikes to each other's houses and shit.
Yeah, being in the same schools for a bit.
Yeah, until you left me.
I left you.
Yeah, you left me for a little bit, but it's cool,
Yeah. Had to play it safe. Couldn't get in gangs, man. That's the whole reason, I guess.
For real? For gangs and shit?
My brothers, my middle brother.
Oh, I never knew.
Yeah.
I thought you just said, yo.
Nah, it was never my choice, really. Damn. It was more my mom's.
I didn't know that.
I was just going with it. I'm like, all right, if you say so. But my brother was, he gave my parents some shit when he was in that teenage years, junior high, early high school. So, and back then, gangs here in Ogden were pretty bad, I guess, at the time. So they didn't want me to fall back into that. And Mount Ogden, I feel like even to the time you were there was still a lot of like, because you guys couldn't wear any colors there. Or designs,
not even designs,
right?
Bro. Anything bigger than a quarter, logo-wise, cannot wear.
And I feel like one of the colors there was a gang member color here, and I feel like that's why that school got like so known as gangs. I don't know. There's always rivals between like schools here in Ogden about.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Mount Ogden, and then there's the
Mount Fort.
Mount Fort. Yeah. But anyways, we moved away for a little bit, but we still maintain. We still hang out in the summer
for sure. For sure.
Still visit each other, and then high school. I feel like it definitely brought the whole bond back together.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, you came back to Ogden High, and it shows up.
And then from there it's just been. Yeah, I think
it was 8 years ago when we graduated.
Damn.
Or not 8, my bad. 10, bro. Shit.
About to say, wait, I thought we had a reunion already.
Time just be flying, bro.
But was that pretty much the question for the first
part?
Yeah,
well, the first part was, how did it began? It began because, destiny, fortune.
Destiny.
That's some shit. Like, we didn't decide, honestly. Like,
I feel like another thing, too, I mean, there's a lot of friendships that are lost or broken, whatever it is you want to call it, due to, like, ego and, I feel like...
just life sometimes.
Yeah, life also, but I feel like a lot of it does fall to, like, the hate part and stuff like that, I'm not going to lie. I feel like a lot of people just, like, things like that get in the way of each other and let that get in between. And I feel like we've both kind of been both understanding,
For
not really
sure.
let shit like that happen. Like we're either, I don't know, supportive of each other, and also at the same time never really let like, because one person has this and this other, I
Yeah.
shouldn't feel this
And
way.
I feel like another thing too is like we never really took like I could say a turn or a path too bad where we kind of were like, yo, I'm trying to avoid that. So for example, if I would have done fucking like heroin or some shit during high
I would
school,
have joined.
come on.
I gotta follow you, man. No, I know what you mean though.
No, you know what I'm saying? But it's like once
Yeah,
you see a friend like, and you're trying to help him, obviously.
yeah,
But if he goes too fucking, you gonna doing some crazy shit, you kind of have to keep your distance. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. We never really took that sharp turn, you know.
Nah, yeah. We're always kind of like, hey, like, let's fuck around or whatever. But
But I think that's just the kind of people we are too. We kind of just follow. I mean, obviously we know what's stupid and what's not, but we kind of follow like, oh, you like cars? Oh, well, I kind of like cars now too. Or oh, you
yeah,
like
we did have
to
interests, similar interests from the
you
get go.
like games?
Video
I like
games.
games too. Like we would
Yeah,
kind of just fall into each other's likings, I guess.
yeah,
I am that kind of person. I mean, not gonna lie. If I hang around someone for so often, obviously not with stupid shit like drugs and stuff like that, but with good intentions, I'll kind of start liking and acting like them. So I think that's kind of, it's been two
yeah.
people like
That's what
that
friends
that,
do. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a fact.
But yeah, in other situations, I've heard people they just lose friendship, and because this person said this about me, or you have that and
Mm.
I don't, and yeah, so I feel like we definitely haven't had any of that. So
Nah, I don't think we
I don't
really
even,
have a fight. Like we have a disagreement. I'm pretty sure from time to time where maybe I say
yeah,
something and you disagree with it, but we don't like let it affect the relationship where it's like, you know what, man, fuck that fool for it. Like
yeah.
so it is what it is, bro. Like we were all raised differently. Not,
Hmm.
pretty similar to be honest, but little different enough where we're not gonna be the exact same person. And I would not like if Edgar was just like me because
Yeah,
it's a friends, bro. We're trying to like feed off each other and shit.
exactly.
So
But
yeah,
yeah,
shit lit though. I shit lit.
been dope, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, how's it developed over time was the second part, and just kind of I don't know, just again same kind of thing, same interest,
Yeah,
same growth. We like business, both like business, and like going. We both like traveling, just shit like that, bro. It's insane. Like it's
yeah. I mean, it just
you
happened to
know,
work out, honestly. Like that we both
yeah,
made it work, because a lot of people don't make it work. They're like, "Oh, you're going on a trip? Oh, I can't make it." So
yeah. That's facts. We put the time for each other. We
make
make
the
the
effort.
effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fat ass fact,
And it's
actually.
like, "Oh, we got a trip coming up." Like, I mean, it's easy for me to say no. A
Yeah, that's
lot
what gotta
easier than
plan it.
people think. Honestly, I'm a person
Yeah.
that just like, if there's like one thing that kind of, it's a real roadblock
Hmm.
for me, I'm a person that just says no. But
Yeah, so you got to add it to the calendar
for
for
certain
once.
people, for certain things, I definitely
Yeah, you make the
move some
exception.
mountains. So
Shout out, man.
make things work out. So,
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Kirsch, man, I'd be missing out on a shit ton of funny adventures and good times. If
You haven't been missing on the hike, so we haven't. It's been too hot, bro. Fuck that.
yeah, that's true on those. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't really. We'll get them. We'll get them in.
as far as the trips though, for sure though, the
Oh
trips
yeah,
are
yeah,
fun.
yeah. No,
I would have hate
I would have
to
missed anything for that shit.
knowing what we've gone through when we go on those trips. If I would have known like I missed that, obviously you wouldn't know if you're not there.
Yeah,
But being there, like you're kind of already can predict the next one or what's gonna happen. So
yeah,
it's like I can't. Like, I gotta be there. So
yeah. That's a fact.
you guys
It's a
gotta,
fact.
yeah.
Alrighty. So let's get to the second question Gio said or asked. How important or maybe not important are friends and relationships to your business? To the business specifically.
Hmm.
If they're important or not important. So he says maybe they're not, maybe they are.
Yeah. They can be good and bad.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think.
I agree.
Um,
I definitely agree.
there's many kinds of friends, and
Facts.
obviously I try to associate not with the kind of friends that are not good, but at the same time, there's always going to be those friends that think you got to give them a deal. Those are the friends you don't want. You almost don't want friends at that point.
Mm,
I've talked about this. I feel like
yeah.
deals will be handed out by, by my will, like
Yeah.
me feeling good about it,
Your courtesy.
not by like, you fucking asking me for it. But I feel like that's one thing with business and friends that
Don't mix.
don't
That
mix.
shit do not
And for
mix.
some reason, I feel like people have the reasoning or feeling that that's how it has to be. I don't know, but
Yeah, like they're entitled to something
yeah,
almost because they're your friend.
yeah. But I mean, it's a mix. I'm not really I wouldn't say I'm like a big person that is known. I mean, I'm probably known a lot, but I really don't have a lot of friends or hang out with a lot of people. like I said, for me, it's really easy to say no to things. So I kind of stay myself pretty secluded from events, from things. So don't really have a lot of friends, but the friends I do, I mean, I definitely cherish them, and
Some real
they've
shit.
been helpful to the business, obviously. So yeah.
I agree with that. And to add on, I guess, the good side, because we kind of, gave you the bad examples.
Mm-hmm.
They could be good when you're starting up a business.
Oh
They're,
yeah, definitely that.
they're putting out the word for you. You know what I'm saying? They're, I don't know, sharing your
They're giving
posts.
you work. Yeah.
Yeah, like liking your shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, as long as they don't come back and be like, hey, man, remember I did that for you and that
Yeah.
crazy shit, then it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
That's
I
when
thought you
it.
were meeting my friend, bro.
That's when it's bad for business. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, depends. But I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I say if you're a friend to a business owner or you're starting, you know people that have businesses, I feel like the best thing to do is just support them, just resharing things. I mean, people that do, I mean, you know who you are, but supporting, like you said, that's actually really good plus to friendship.
For sure. You want the friends that are gonna cheer for you when you win
Hmm.
and not be like sour when you win, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, because I had a few that, yeah, I pretty much kind of quit talking to or kind of went away just because once the business started kicking off for some reason there wasn't their liking, or
That's
and that's what I'm
crazy.
talking about, like
That's
that's why I
crazy.
brought up the we never really were one to compare each other, like, oh, just because you're here now, like I can't associate myself with you. I don't know, it's a weird thought, but sound weird even saying it, but some people that's how they function. So
A lot of people, bro, I ain't gonna lie. They just feel
maybe
some type of way, especially if you're doing better than them on some weird shit.
because
On some
imagine as a
weird shit.
business owner if I thought that way, all my clients that bring me million, $500,000 cars, $250,000 cars,
Yeah.
oh, I can't associate myself with you because
Cause
I'm gonna have no business. It's like the fuck you have. That's how the world works. You have to
yeah.
at that point. Then
Uh,
your boss that is higher up than you has nicer
mhm.
shit than you at your job. You're not gonna.
Yeah, I think what it is though is when it's an issue when you both are in the same place,
Mm,
and eventually one of you goes and gets higher than
mm,
the other. Usually, it's not, oh, this person's better than me already, or not better, but in a better position than me. They don't really feel that type of way because that structure is already there.
gotcha.
But they're most likely to kick the ass though, like, oh, like,
Mm,
to that point.
yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
But I've seen it where it's like, oh, we're both, just got out of high school. You got a crazy job and I'm still over here. And it's
Mm,
like, that's when like I guess you could say the remorse comes
yeah.
into play.
Hmm.
Because you feel like you're comparing yourself to them. It's like, why him? Why me? You know what I'm
There's
saying? It's
definitely
like,
some competition going on after high school for sure. Because we're
yeah,
all like, oh shit, who can get the job better, or who can make more money? Yeah, it's well, and if it's not even a competition, people always compare each other at that kind of age too. So
yeah. I think it's at any age to be honest, but you just gotta be like, hey, be realistic with yourself, man.
yeah,
Instead of pointing your finger at other people, you gotta point that shit at yourself. I feel like I'm pretty sure we're both pretty good at that. I think that's what's kept like the relationship being better. It's like, if we see other people doing better than us, it's
yeah.
like
We literally just talked about it. Literally, how
just
you kind of like you see the things you're like, I don't want to be like that person. So you literally
yeah,
point that
it's like
finger back on you. Like, am I doing the same thing?
yeah, you have to be real with yourself and have I guess you could say the confidence enough to do that.
Hmm.
Not be a victim. I always talk about that. I was like, bro, you got to stop being a victim, like to other people and shit. Like if you're being a victim, you're literally not doing anything but harming yourself. Like there's nothing
Yeah,
that good that's coming out of that. Like you are literally stopping your own growth. Like
yeah,
why? Don't
yeah.
do that.
And as a business owner, I mean, too, if the whole worker thing comes around where your workers are not doing their things, I mean, the only person you got to blame is yourself, really, too, because you're the one that either didn't train them right. Obviously, there's a fine line there where it's the workers or
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
to you, but a lot of the times, I'm the first person to blame. I'm like, fuck, what did I do? To not train them right, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
did I not tell them how to do this right? And
Did I not tell him to be on his phone or some
yeah,
shit?
then after
Yeah.
the fact, if you think, oh no, I actually did tell them, then like, all right,
Then yeah,
you're fucked.
you're getting a
But
write up.
yeah, you definitely got to be almost the first to blame when situations, or at least to and
No,
now.
it's a fact. That reminds me of when Gonzalo was here and he was telling us that sometimes he, some contract or something messes up,
Mm,
but he misses the opportunity to give him feedback or tell him, hey, man, you fucked up. And then obviously that looks bad on
yeah,
himself, I guess. So that's a fact. That's
yeah,
a
it's
big
true.
fact. So,
This
yeah.
comes with responsibility.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. Some
Hmm.
Spider Man shit for you.
There we go.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Gio, for the
Thank you,
questions,
thank you.
bro. We appreciate you.
Keep them coming.
No, facts. Alrighty, let's get to our third question. This is from the Cuzzo, Irovel. Alrighty, my brother. So, what daily habits or routines do you believe are crucial for self improvement? So, just specifically to improve yourself.
Daily routines.
Yeah.
Let's see. I would say have a plan for the day for sure.
Okay, fuck with that.
You got to know what's going to happen as soon as you get out of bed, you know?
Mm.
If you get out of bed and you're like, wait, do I work today? Do I not work today?
Yeah.
You're already fucking up, you know?
Yeah.
You got to know from the day before, essentially. Like, all right, I'm waking up at this time to work. Say plan. That's really important. From there, I mean, it goes. I mean, there's a lot of shit I want to say that I don't even do though, but I know what I'm fucking up. 'Cause I would say the health part, you know, doing being somewhat athletic throughout the day, like working out, having that. I feel like that'd be really crucial for really
improving yourself. That's true. Because
yeah.
there's a lot of ways you can improve yourself. It's a fact.
And I get it. And when I work out, I mean, I feel better.
That's good.
It's just
no, you know them.
It's
yeah.
It's not in the fucking schedule, you know.
No, I get you.
So
no, that's kind of good to hear from even from mine because I'm fucking up on like some other shit you're not fucking up on.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
yeah, it's you fucking do one or the other.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of fucked.
And that's one thing that I've always at least felt better about because I've always like envy you for working out, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could just work out, but at the same time, like, it's the other way too. You give or take, you know. You do one or the other. So I'm like, if I would have worked out, I would have fucking pissed off a customer because he wouldn't got his car that tomorrow. If I would have worked out, you know, I would have. I always, and it might be an excuse because I same thing. I always blame myself. I'm like, is it an excuse or is it actually true?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It could be both, but.
No, you're right though.
Yeah, I think you're
right though. It's the other way too though. It's like, damn, I wish I could work, you know, hard as my boy Edgar. Like, what the fuck, you know? So, nah.
Damn. Yeah.
But not like that. I like the planning one though on some real shit. Like, that's a fact. If you're going into the next day not knowing what the fuck you're gonna do, if you're gonna go to the gym or not, when that time does come to go hit the gym, and you haven't really thought about it if you're gonna hit it, more than likely, especially if you're starting off, you're gonna be like, I'll just go tomorrow.
Yeah. Or if you have the free time, you get to that free time of your day, you're like, fuck.
What do I do now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what's on the list? What the fuck? Yeah. It's a big fact. That's a big game changer on some real shit. If you could walk away with one is organize tomorrow, today. And that's literally a freaking book title as well if you want to, you know, pick that shit up. But that shit is no bullshit game changing. If you have the next day planned out,
you fucking set your clothes for tomorrow right there on the little your
I haven't got to that extent, but I need to. Well, I work from home. I'm fucking in chonies and shit.
The only reason I do that is because my ass, from the moment I get up, I got 30 minutes to get to work. So
you got a little timer on you.
So I'm like,
you're rushing.
So I already have that shit ready sometimes. I'm not saying I do it every day, but there's times where
it does help.
Yeah, and especially if I know if I go to bed like really late, I'm like, my ass is gonna be so groggy in the morning. I better just have this shit ready to go, basically.
Yeah, there's obstacles in your way. Literally, you just fucking wake up.
Yeah, that's I would say the planning, and then obviously if you can have some kind of workout, something throughout the day, you're definitely gonna fucking be a lot sharper.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in the morning you have to do it, but at some point, you know, it's gonna help you with your health and.
Yeah, for health wise and improvement. Yeah, I agree with that. This doesn't necessarily have to be every day because I know this says daily, but try to do it more than half the week. So start 4 weeks. I mean, not 4 weeks, 4 days out of the week, which is 4 out of 7 days. You know, if that's too much, then, you know, if doing 2 compared to 0 is still better, you know? So you always got to think about that. It's like, oh, damn, I only went to the gym once a week or once this week. It's like, yeah, try to do better next week, but, you know, it's better than 0 at the same time, you know?
Yeah. And and I don't know, for me, really nothing else. I mean, I guess like obviously drinking a good amount of water, you know, obviously eating good, obviously is going to play a role, but as far as like other stuff just to kind of throw in there.
Yeah, crucial wise is crazy. I feel like the crucial one, I say, definitely organize tomorrow today. Let's just give that number 1 for sure. Like that's 100% because you could even throw the gym into that because it's organized.
Yeah. Like
literally that's the number 1. But like Edgar said, there's other shit, drinking a lot of water so you don't feel, you know, I feel like you sometimes feel groggy if you're dehydrated or your freaking head hurts for no reason.
The sleep thing, you know.
Yeah, sleeping, that's good.
Getting good sleep. Definitely feel better that whole day.
100%. And some other things that aren't, I wouldn't say they're crucial, but have been helping is journaling. Definitely keeps my
Yeah.
my self awareness up. Where I'm like, huh, what's going on here? Um, and yeah, I feel like another really important one is just the attitude you bring with every day.
Yeah.
Like just 100%. Like yeah, you're not gonna be happy and content every day and wake up like holy shit, it's a new day. Like I wish I was like that. I swear, I wish I could wake up.
Those days that I do have like that, I'm like, how can I remake this? And the only time those days happen is on the weekend when I don't got work. So I know exactly what I gotta do, but we're a little far from there. You know what I mean?
No,
You wake up in the morning whenever the fuck you want, and then
yeah.
you're just like, oh man, this is awesome.
It's like, oh
You
shit.
almost want to go to work when you wake up like that, you know?
Oh yeah,
When
yeah,
your body
yeah.
wakes up naturally.
Dude, tell me why sometimes I wake up like a decent mood. I'm like, shit, I wish I didn't have to work today so I could go hiking at like 8 in the morning instead. But then the weekend comes and I'm like, I'm waking up at 11. Fuck that, you know?
Dude, yeah.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
It's a dream.
Yeah. And then, yeah, to, I guess, just wrap up that thought, the attitude one, you can't just flip a switch. It's going to be something gradually, little by little,
Yeah.
you know? One of the best ways is just be grateful
Mm-hmm.
for sure, you know, for what you do have, you know?
Yep.
Maybe the circumstances right now are not the best. You know, I basically had a job back in the day where I would despise going to, but now it's not like that anymore. And
Yeah.
sometimes that's a thing where I could be like, damn, like I could be waking up at fucking 5 and doing this instead of.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I feel like what drives us to do better is obviously the way we grew up too. Like, I didn't really have shit. I mean, my parents made shit work for me. You know, they helped me out, gave me work, but a lot of the times it's like I want nice shit. I want to do nice things, and that's usually what's gonna help you also to,
Yeah.
you know, improve and get up and do shit. You know, it's
Have little goals, you know?
yeah,
That's a
the
fact.
goals.
Goals, attitude, and organizing tomorrow today.
Mhm.
That's good. That's doable shit too. Like
For sure.
that's less. You can spend less than
Doesn't
the
cost
attitude.
money.
No, exactly. Attitude, maybe a little energy here and there. Organizing tomorrow today, that's
It's
5
priceless.
minutes
Yeah.
maybe. You just gotta like, you don't. Yeah, 5 minutes, bro. Before you can do that shit even not before the night because maybe I don't know you have other shit going on, but
Mhm.
maybe early in the day. I don't know.
I mean, I guess there's another thing too. Let's say for people, let's say before you were doing your whole marketing thing, what would you have done in your free time?
Marketing, I was just for some reason just learning for just random shit for no reason. So I felt like
Watching YouTube videos, just
YouTube videos. What I was doing for a minute, I was watching YouTube videos from like salespeople or business people, and then I would put the notes down on a notepad. But that's kind of it.
just little pointers.
I didn't really do.
So, what would you recommend for someone? Let's say, I don't know, just barely graduated high school. They don't got shit to do really. Let's say they plan his day.
Planning someone that just graduated high school.
Let's say a
you're
year
gonna
after. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna be working. I'm assuming 8
Yeah.
hours.
So he plans his day. He's gonna wake up, go to work,
Go
get
to
out of
work.
work,
Okay.
go to the gym. He has that.
I'd say you could do a little exercises. Some people for some reason don't like the gym. I personally don't know why, because obviously I'm biased. I love that shit. But if it's not that, then walks, sign up for I don't know, freaking a league of some sort. Just move your body.
Sport, yeah.
Move
That's a
your
good one.
body. Like what the
It doesn't have to be the gym, yeah. It's sport.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like my girlfriend, for example, has kind of been fed up with the gym because she has a bunch of hip, I guess, mobility type of thing. So she wants to improve that. So she's doing the fuck do they call that shit, bro?
Pilates.
Yes, you fucking nailed that shit right in the dot. Pilates. Like I don't even know what the fuck that is, to be honest with you.
Some crazy stretching shit.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, that's something.
Yeah.
Yoga is something. That shit's tough as hell. Shit. Miss me with that personally, but hey, like there's shit out there, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's so much shit you can do. So 100% work, some type of physical activity.
Kind of fitness, yeah.
And then I'd say
I guess at that point you gotta kind of like
you already got 10 hours.
sit back and figure out
what you want.
Yeah, kind of start backwards at that point. You have that a little meeting with yourself, and it may take a month, it may take a year. It may be a long meeting, but you got to have that talk with yourself and start backwards. Where you want to be at and what's going to take to get there and what makes you happy.
Yeah, I agree with that because that's kind of hard to say because it's like, oh, do I go to school? Oh, do I do?
Yeah,
do I?
For what? Yeah, you don't know yet. So
do I want to start a business? And oh shit, then we can answer a little bit more on that. Like, You know,
Yeah.
start following the people that are in the space. But yeah, I agree with that. Just think about what you want.
Yeah. Because the
100%.
sooner you figure out what you're gonna invest your time into, it makes easier planning for it.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't, then you're gonna
You
find
feel
yourself
lost.
with a lot of fucking free time and
Yeah, you just feel lost. And then at that point, that's usually when people fill that extra time in with like empty pleasure. So that's like watching movies or playing video games all day, which again,
or
there's nothing wrong with that. But
yeah,
if it's all fucking day, like, come on, man,
yeah, you start finding the escape.
the escapism. Yeah. So I'd say that's for sure another one. I know we probably didn't say that, but beware of escapism. For the people that don't know what escapism, anything that gets you out of this world, technically,
Mm-hmm.
it sounds kind of weird, but into like a different reality. So I'm in a fucking video game. I'm in a whole different world now. I'm in a whole thing. A movie. Some good ass movies, you fucking feel like you're in that shit. It's crazy. I swear. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Drinking, form of escapism.
Drinking, any kind of drugs.
Yeah, basically, obviously
Yeah.
do everything with moderation. I'm not telling anyone how to live their life and shit like that. Movies, I watch movies sometimes, like,
Same. Yeah.
but shit, if that's all you're doing, fucking, as soon as you get home from work, shit.
Yeah, even too much work can be a thing.
Yeah, that's a fact. But usually that's not an issue for most people. So
Yeah, it's not, but yeah.
yeah, I feel like don't even worry about that one until it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
We'll work backwards on that one.
Yeah, that one. That one go fucking all in on that one.
Yeah. Literally. Okay.
Cool.
Shit, I think I kind of wrapped it up. Summarize that one.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, Irabel. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
I'm not sure if this is your first question or not, but if
I think
it
it might be.
is
No,
it?
I think
You
I might
might
be
have
second.
another one. Yeah, I think like I might have heard another one, but
Yeah.
regardless, appreciate you. Alrighty, and then we did have an anonymous one that
Ooh.
got sent in. This one's going to be a little different. So essentially, I feel like they asked that on behalf of someone as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the scenario is this person was basically an ex-addict.
Mm-hmm.
They started getting their life together, actually became really successful, making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But then started getting into, I think it was a relationship that might have been like the catalyst, the starting point,
Yeah.
to the shit, where it was basically really toxic. And, usually when you're so involved in a relationship and that's toxic and you leave each other, kind of leaves you a little, I don't know, a little fucked up. And
Needs a void.
Yeah, a little void, and then use that escapism.
To fill the void.
Exactly, to not feel that anymore. Become numb, basically, a little bit. So this person is started doing drugs again.
Mm-hmm.
Was kind of what it sounded like. And I guess you could say the lesson or basically the piece of this is what should they do? What should they do, bro?
What should they do? Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, are they? I wonder if, like, as far as their career goes, are they in a spot where, they're making a good enough money to? I mean, drugs aren't cheap, so I feel like a lot of people usually make good money to afford drugs.
Yep.
Oh man,
it's a tough one, bro.
It sucks to answer something that you haven't been through. Because I feel like that's a.
Yeah, but even like for other things, I feel like for the things I've researched about habits and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like number one is if you were in an environment where it's more likely to be there, the substance, you got to get the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the house you're always going to. You might have to move out for a bit on some real shit.
Yeah.
Like even, for example, I've been living in Salt Lake for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm even doing different shit. Not like necessarily anything bad, but just different things that I would have done to like the other house. And it's kind of just like, holy shit, like I'm not doing the same things. But I thought it was like more habits of me, which they're for sure there. But it also has to do something with the environment as well. Also, if the substance is physically like visible somewhere,
it's easier to grab.
And you might not even be thinking about that shit. But if you literally just see that shit,
it sparks a little thought in your head.
Exactly. You're like, what the fuck? That's kind of what, like, I think it was, with vapes. Sometimes you don't even want to hit a freaking vape, bro. But you just see that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And your brain's like, oh, let me grab it. Grab the vape. Hit that shit, right? So that's, for sure, keep that shit away from you. Number two, if you still have it, I'd say try to discard it. And if you can't do that, put an obstacle in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe put a lock on that shit or something, right? Throw away the key. You know, do something that where it's like, yo, I have to do something in order to get that shit, you know. And then I know sometimes addiction is a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Especially some people. I'm not sure what type of necessarily hardcore drugs, because sometimes if you go completely cold turkey, you could even like literally die sometimes.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, just just go.
That's
Basically, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
Like
sounds crazy. Just like do it, but don't do that much. I'm like,
nah, yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
That'd be so fucking hard. I can only imagine. Like, as
Yeah,
a,
it's
an
tough.
addict.
It's a tough.
It's like, what can't I just take the whole dose? You know, it's like a dog. You know, you put a dog on a diet, or even yourself. You know, it's like, why can't I just eat the whole steak? Like, what do I have to eat half a steak? Like,
no, yeah,
it's tough.
It's fucked, bro. I was watching an interview.
Mm.
This might help a little bit. Someone was addicted to lean, like a
Mm-hmm.
rapper or some shit, and he said that they ended up sending him to rehab. Obviously, the shit like that helps you. You know, you're in a better environment. Well, number one, your environment literally completely changed. Number two, you got the support. So if you're willing to do that and you have the money, I'd say, and the time, might be a good investment, to be honest with you, for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Well, unless maybe if you have a family and kids, and you could maybe find that inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
But what that person did is they freaking drank so much lean, I believe, before they went in, because it's like, oh, it's the last time. This is my last time getting fucked up. But they almost ended up overdosing as well by going in there. So I'm saying addiction, from what I've heard and seen, is shit's fucked, especially if it's a hard substance like that. So
yeah, I mean, I think that's. I mean, you brought up some really good steps. I mean, one, I guess, being aware. I mean, it seems like
aware they have an
the person
issue.
is aware that
And they do know.
That's the number one thing.
That's why we're having this conversation.
The second thing, like you said, is separate yourself from the environment that you're in.
Yeah.
So whether it's the friend group, it's the your house you're living in,
maybe that's a fact.
Your work, whatever it is, you know.
The people that do it and invite you to it.
Change that shit, you know.
Yeah, stay away from them.
Third would be, you know, just get it away from you. Even if let's say you can't get away from it, you know, you can't move away.
Do some research on it too. I feel like if you could expect what happens after you're off of it, you're more knowledgeable and can be like, oh, this happens on day 5 of withdrawals, and then maybe it says, oh, by day fucking, I don't know, 25, the withdrawals are, how would you say it, minimized?
Yeah.
So make that a goal, like, yo, if I could make it past 25. And another thing, I remember watching Ed Milet, his dad was an alcoholic. It's a completely different addiction.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't focused on basically like necessarily just like quitting forever, because I guess that's like really like hard to do. Like, oh, I'm just gonna quit. Like, you know, his thing was just one more day, just one more day, just focus on the day you're on, and just one more day. Hey, tomorrow rolls up, just one more day. Like, just take it like that. And yeah, I feel like you'd be in a way better spot if you do.
I feel like having a plan too would be like planning. You know, I'm gonna change my life around for what, you know. What's the positive of doing this? Well, the positive of doing this, you know, you're gonna be able to, you know, be more productive. And let's say you wanted to open up that business, you know, start working for it. You know, start having a plan like of.
It also makes life more enjoyable, because right now the substance is in control. Literally, like, you can't rely and go off it without it. And then you're probably like not at peace knowing that, damn, I need to take whatever the fuck of it, you know? So yeah, it's some crazy shit, man. You're dealing with. So we, you know, sympathize with you and wish you the best, for sure. 100%.
Yeah. Here for anyone that you know, is going through some shit. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, just find supportive people too. I feel like if you have that friend where you can call up, like, yo, man, like, fucking had a bad day, thinking about doing this shit. Hey, if you have good friends, especially the person that submitted the question or asked the question for you, I know personally is like a good person. Like, they'll more than take care of you. Like, definitely treasure relationships like that, and don't treasure the relationships where they're like, hey, man,
they're offering
the fuck, like, let's go to the club. Like, why are we not doing this right now? Like, like that shit's not that shit won't get you anywhere.
Yeah, those aren't the friends you want.
Nah.
Because those friends are going to be stuck doing that shit forever.
Yeah, bro. They basically want you to do it so they feel good about themselves doing it. As soon as you stop doing that shit, they're going to start feeling weird.
Yeah.
But that means there's an issue.
And at that point, I mean, they're going to try to take you down with them.
Yeah. So you got to be wary of that as well.
Yeah.
100%. Because once you're in that group dynamic, shit's tough. Shit's tough. If everybody in your group's doing it, then you can be like, well, shit, all my friends are doing it. Like, what, you know?
Yeah,
So,
you don't realize there's a problem there till you're out of that little friend group, in a way.
yeah, it's a fact. Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, there's always peer pressure. Like, even, I know we're young. Like, we drinking growing up. Hey, man, take a shot. Like, you don't even feel like taking a shot sometimes. But,
fuck it, it's there.
yeah, it's like, hey, I got pushed enough to say yes. And that could be the same thing with other substances as well if they're promoting or doing the same things those people are doing.
Yeah, you have the thought of like, oh, what are they gonna think if I don't do it? You know, what are they gonna say?
The
What are they gonna
judgment
tell me?
part. Yeah, and at that point, yeah, that's a fact. I guess I don't struggle with that. I'd be like, man, fuck y'all, you know? But if you're not there yet, then just think what they're doing to your life, you know? And where they're heading.
Yeah, the next time they invite you somewhere, just think it's gonna happen again. You know, you're gonna fall in that same thing again. So I mean, avoid that, which we kind of said. You know, just avoid that friend group or
Yeah.
that situation.
Big fact. But yeah, damn, I don't know if I have any other things I've seen or anything like that on that part, but
Yeah, I mean, luckily we haven't really ever fallen into anything like that, or yeah, that's a tough one.
it's a tough segment. But yeah, if you need help, it's out there. For sure, it's out there. Don't feel like you're alone in this. And don't feel like you're the only person going through this shit. There's millions of people, millions and millions of people, especially with like opioids and shit like that.
Yeah,
Fucking pills, like it's crazy. I think I seen a stat. It literally was like 1 out of 4 people is like either drunk or high in some sort,
damn.
like out on the streets and
One
shit.
of 4 people. Holy
That's what I was
shit.
saying. I was like, what the fuck, bro? But the thing is, people that are addicts are not going to tell you, bro.
Yeah,
Especially if they're like coworkers and shit or just friends.
you might be able to tell, but they
Yeah,
won't tell you.
exactly. A lot of people are
Yeah.
they're literally either drunk or high. And not just high off marijuana, high off opioids, fucking painkillers,
Yeah,
all that shit. So it's like the 1 out of 4 people is struggling with some shit for sure. It's life. Like life is fucked up. It's not.
it sucks.
It's not
Yeah.
easy. It's not.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's people always escaping it too. You know, so
yeah.
it's their enjoyment of like, oh, tomorrow once I get to that point of the day, I'm gonna be able to take this, and from there it's a
Yeah.
cruise. You know, cruise the rest of the day, and
Yeah, and eventually that turns into now I need this every day.
they adapt to it. Yeah, you need
from
more.
waking up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say what, uncle, but in Mexico, as soon as you would wake up, bro, pop up a fucking beer. 6 a.m. Start the day off.
What an alcohol.
He
Yeah,
said,
man.
hey, fuck a coffee. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. That was
So,
yeah, that's a lot of people. And then the more you take, the more you're gonna want. With time. So you definitely got to put a stop to it. Put the brakes on. You know,
yeah.
realize where
100%.
you're at in life and
Yep.
make the change for yourself.
Yeah.
Mainly.
That's a fact. You gotta want it for yourself too. That is important what Edgar's saying. If everyone around you wants you to change, but you yourself aren't willing to do that, then you gotta fix that first. Figure out why. Why.
Mm-hmm.
Like ask that why question, and I feel like that'll open up a lot of shit, to be honest. You know. Alrighty, man. Well, shit. That was I believe all the questions on today's pod. So
Thank you everyone for the great questions.
yeah, thank you.
We
you
love
so
questions because they kind of sparked this whole little long
much. Yeah, we kind of hit all
conversations
kinds of
for
stuff.
'em.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
100%, and then stuff we've probably the for sure addiction. I don't think we've ever talked about on the pod. So
No,
questions and topics. Yeah,
slightly touched, but unfortunately, it's pretty big.
yeah, it's big out there. It's super big. It's crazy as hell. So yeah, man. Well, I guess with that being said, man, do you have like any closing thoughts, anything like that?
No, man. I think we're good for this week. I think we kind of talked about everything that I was going to talk about.
Awesome.
But yeah, man, just thank everyone for
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
joining us if you're still here.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for everybody that submitted questions. Be on the lookout if you want to submit questions in 2 weeks or around. Just look on the Instagram, Endless Growth Pod. And yeah, just stay tuned, and yeah, we'll get some more Q&As going up there. We always have polls. I feel like that's a recurring thing.
Mhm.
So be part of the community. You know, shoot us a follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube, a follow if you're on some other type of DSP, I think they call them. Basically,
Yeah.
whatever, whatever podcast app you're using is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, with that being said, yeah, I know I probably said that like 4 times already, but yeah, thank you so much, everybody. This has been episode 76.
Yep,
Yeah,
76.
76. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep. Thank you all. Peace.
Yeah, peace out.